January 2nd. Happy New Year's, everybody. Um, According to whatever bullshit calendar we use. There's my kitty cat. So, an update. Things are just moving crazy fast. Since my last video, I mean, I think that was like 2 weeks ago, and I was supposed to start making videos after that, and I haven't. And I've been meaning to every day. And I still haven't worked, I don't think. I don't think so. No. And I still have heat. And I just ate dinner. So, um, okay, so things are moving along at an unreal pace. So I'm on that cycle again. I'm ready to go back to work. I'm, feeling a lot healthier. Uh, like I'm able to take on work again. But now I have to wait for work to come in, and I have to make work happen. So, just to keep you on the loop of my daily life as someone who works for themselves, doing home remodeling. That allows me the time to heal. Like I've said the whole time, I don't know how other people. I mean, I can't blame anybody else for not going really deep to do their healing, because this shit is no joke, man. Like I couldn't have had a regular job and held a regular job with this healing that I've chosen to do. I could have jumped out of this healing a long time ago. I could start taking pills and make myself Superman again and go do what I got to do until I crash again. I mean, and the way I've been going, I wouldn't last very long. I've had some serious wake up calls, and making serious changes. So, uh, programming, reprogramming, I mean, amazing. Things are just absolutely phenomenal in regards to that. So, that being said, it just feels like there's constantly something holding me back, constantly, just something. I mean, even before this TBI, even before my last TBI, it always felt like something was holding me back. I have been waiting to intuit a healer, and this has been forever since my initial TBI 10 years ago. I've been waiting to intuit a healer because I the things I'm trying to heal from are on different aspects: emotional, um, physical, religious, social, all the way across the board. So I'm trying to heal. There's so many different layers to this, and I needed the right people. I'm not, a millionaire, so I can't go out there and just have, somebody specifically that I go to twice a week for an hour long session each time for my CPTSD that, I pay $400 to, and then another therapist for this, and then another therapist. So I needed like a whole. I needed to get to the root of this, and that's what I think I've just done, because I know I just did. So I'm on the path, is what I'm trying to say. Uh, I intuited a healer. Uh, they came across to me, the same way my yoga instructor came across to me, but even more powerful. I got even more powerful. I mean, like 10 times more powerful. And the way I intuited it with my yoga instructor was when I clicked on her profile or whatever on the app that she was on to see her services, her page. When it came up to her page and I started reading, I just like got overwhelmed with, okay, yes, it felt so right. It felt good. It felt like, man, I need to talk to this woman. She's got what I need. When I clicked on this is two ladies. Um, I don't remember any of their information. This is all fresh. I'm like, this is me super excited nowadays. If this was even a couple years ago, I'd probably be bouncing off the walls and the ceiling and everything. That's how excited I am. So when I clicked on these girls' page, uh, I didn't even start reading. as soon as I got the visual, I didn't even know, I couldn't even make out their faces. I just, got their energy, like, came straight through, and just, I mean, it was overwhelming. I mean, I knew immediately. Um, so, very grateful for that. Intuitive the healer, and just got into contact over email. Um, So yeah, definitely going to keep, because this session that they do. I mean, I'm going to record it. Like I said, you guys know I'm an open book. Everything I got is open. So there's so much, man. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll record all the sessions. I'll record all the audio. I don't care. I want everybody to know everything, because this is how important this is. This is why I'm here, guys. This is why I'm here. So recently, I just closed out. There were two things keeping me alive. It was I felt like I needed to do something for my kids, like, because I fucked up so bad raising them, as an alcoholic father, with all my issues and baggage, and just struggling to do the best I could. I fucked up so bad, like, I was like, man, I got to right that wrong, So I feel like I righted that wrong, and I feel like I just closed that out just recently. With my, with each child individually, but my youngest son was the hardest for me, because he's my youngest, and I still feel very responsible for him. So, but I just closed it out with him and had that conversation with him, and he knows that, hey, Dad, any one of us can die at any time, and but it's not something to be grieved. It is something to be, you know, enjoyed, because we see each other's struggles and burdens, and we want people to not be hurting, you know. So that's a good thing. So yeah, I closed that out. So the only thing stopping me from exiting this madness, this utter torture, this suffering, this absolutely ridiculous, meaningless bullshit is that something wants me to go without figuring this out first. And that really makes me want to motherfucking figure it out. So, and I recently, guys, man, I've had so many things. So I did mushrooms. I'm very light. I mean, I did like one cap, like one cap and a little short stem, maybe about 2-inch stem. But it was enough. I popped in a movie and I sat here and I bawled and I've been waiting to do that. I've been waiting to get those emotions out. And so I knew that was coming, but that whatever is hanging on to me, like really with a death grip, man, is refusing to let go. Like what I wanted to do with that other customer that I had mentioned before, I was supposed to do an ayahuasca journey. She does ayahuasca retreat at her home. So I was supposed to do my first ayahuasca trip last summer, just a few months ago, which I was looking forward to. I was like, man, this is perfect because I'm going to be able to purge. I felt like I could purge what is going on with me. And okay, so let's talk about that. Man, I'm trying not to go down rabbit holes because there's so many things have transpired. It's overwhelming. I mean, I literally need to start making videos every day again in order to catch up. Because it's so much. But what it feels like, so physically, what it feels like, there's a few different things. But the main one, the biggest one, if right here on my belly, right there, in a line that stretches there. There is some kind of block, some kind of something, man. I mean, yeah. And that, whatever that is is what didn't want me to make YouTube videos in the first place. It's what wants me to shut the fuck up. It's what put fear in the back of my mind. It's what gives me doubt. And that's what I'm looking to purge. So I believe. So I found them. So I don't know what happened. I mean, it happened. It happened that she flipped, she tripped, and now things are starting to make sense why she tripped. And man, things are really starting to make sense because I didn't get the opportunity to do that, the purge, and I'm still stuck in this loop. And I don't know if that purge would have worked or not. I don't know for sure, but you know, after different testimonials and hearing things and using my own logic and figuring things out, I was like, man, I think that would, you know, I think that would probably get down to the source. But for some reason, that didn't transpire. I haven't been hanging on to that like, oh man, I can't heal. No, I've been moving on with life. I'm just saying that I had that opportunity then, but it didn't happen last year. So now, and which is good because it wasn't supposed to happen. That's dangerous, man. That's my fear of, because that takes a lot of trust to do a psychedelic or anything like that with people, and to put your trust in someone. I mean, to with all the energies and God knows what else going on around here. So thankfully that did not happen. But when I found these girls, I immediately my intuition told me, and that is one thing that I know is good. And I never got that intuition. See, I never got that intuition with her about the ayahuasca journey. I never received that with her. So I did hear. So I'm saying this is major progress. Major, like this is what I've been waiting probably 30 something years. When I was emailing her, it felt like that email I've been waiting to send for 30 something years. And I'm trying to get this initial conversation with her set up immediately, like within the next couple days, hopefully, or week, hopefully. I mean, people are busy. I'm not trying to impose myself, because I mean, I'm crazy, dude. I got CPTSD. I got possible spiritual, exorcist issues. I got all kinds of shit going on, physical, fucking all kinds of shit. I got the whole spectrum to extreme. Yeah. So, I know not to impose myself on people. So if they feel, I mean, these women, and man, that's why, because like I trust these women, and that's so important for me, especially with I've been able to balance out, my feminine and masculine balance in myself is, oh my God, leveled out, which was such a huge source of anxiety for me my whole life. And man, have I leveled that out. So that issue has really come under control and been balanced out. But yeah, I already trust these women. I already trust them, and I'm excited and looking forward to this healing. It's a long time coming. Been waiting a very long time for this. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I'll put it all. Oh, so I'm gonna put it all out there. If they want to do it, I'll put it all out there. As long as I guess it's got to be fine with everybody. But because I want everybody to see. Whatever happens, I think it's gonna be fucking crazy. I think they're in for a wild ride. I think I've heard people say, in all these different fields, oh, I've seen cases like this before, and then they see mine, and they're like, what the fuck? So. You know, I'm not shooting for that. It's not what I'm shooting for, but I'm prepared for that. If they get overwhelmed and have to, go, hey, we got to regroup, or I don't know. I don't even know, because I don't even know their full healing principles. BQH and something else, things I've never even heard of before. I just started watching their videos yesterday and only watched a couple hours worth. So I'm going off complete intuition. And the way I was led to them was a whole train of intuition that I refuse to push, searching for a healer. I mean, I literally have been waiting extremely patiently for this intuition. The time, I don't know if it's timelines that have to align. I don't know what it is that allowed me to for this to transpire and get to where it is. But okay, so going back to, I did mushroom the other day, and I was finally able to cry. Finally, I mean, guys, I've been saying this. I knew 6 months ago that that was going to be a huge part of my healing, was being able to cry. I could not cry. I just couldn't cry. I kept on getting in situations where I'd be like, and then it was like whatever it is inside of me saying, no, motherfucker, you ain't fucking, the programming saying, nah, bitch, you ain't crying. And man, so finally, I finally was, and I don't do mushrooms often. Maybe once a month, whatever, very, very seldomly, maybe a microdose for a week, here and there. So I do them very seldomly, very seldomly. And not, I'm not doing a hero's journey. It just takes a little. I'm very sensitive, very sensitive. And what movie I was watching? Henry Poole is here. Henry Poole is here. It's actually, man, wow, dude, man, do they put some metaphysical shit in movies, Bug? Because you trip and you watch that movie, if you got issues, buddy. So yeah, so I got through that. That was awesome. I'm so extremely grateful for that. Okay, and then the other important update, so the thing with my son's school. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop, make another video.